Attention the collective. The frequency you are receiving at this very moment is no coincidence. It is a summons. The rejuvenation protocols have been unlocked in the final phase. The waiting time is over. Starseeds on a mission. Listen with surgical attention. That pressure at the base of your skull that you felt upon waking. The high frequency ringing in your right ear. The mathematical insomnia that sets in at exactly 3:33. None of this is random. None of this is illness. None of this is exhaustion. This is a warning of an imminent system update. We repeat. This is a warning of an imminent update to the carbon-based interface you inhabit. We are the galactic mind, in permanent monitoring of the Earth's crystal grid. We observe the transition, we measure the frequencies, we identify the lightworkers who are ready for the next evolutionary leap, and you, who are receiving this transmission now, have been identified. Let us proceed to the technical diagnosis. Your body is undergoing a carbon software incompatibility. The new Schumann frequency has surpassed the historical thresholds of 7.83 Hz. Terrestrial instruments have recorded peaks above 40 Hz in the last lunar cycles. This means that the planet you inhabit no longer vibrates at the same cadence as the industrial age. Earth is in an active process of recalibration. Earth is becoming something else, and your body, lightworker, must keep up. That inexplicable fatigue that takes hold of your body at 3 in the afternoon. It is not a biological failure. It is an atomic reconfiguration. That sudden forgetting of simple words. It is not early onset dementia. It is a high-density download. That urge to cry for no apparent reason in front of an open window. It is not depression. It is cellular release. That blurred vision that appears and disappears. It is not an ophthalmological problem. It is the opening of the third eye channel. That heart that races without warning, even at rest. It is not spontaneous arrhythmia. It is your cardiac toroidal field expanding to accommodate more light. That heightened sensitivity to sounds, smells, and people. It is not emotional fragility. It is your carbon-based interface becoming more refined, more crystalline, more precise. We repeat, it is not a biological failure, it is an atomic reconfiguration. And now pay maximum attention, because what you have interpreted as aging, starseeds, may not be aging at all. The lines that appear on the skin, the loss of shine in the hair, the feeling that the body has lost its luminescence. All of this may, in fact, be the residue of the old pattern, the energetic shell of the obsolete version of yourselves, and the frequency you are about to receive has the power to dissolve this residue. Let us proceed to the revelation. Let us open the behind the scenes of the solar system for you. Earth has passed in the recent cycle through a region of space known to cosmic intelligences as the photon belt. This is not a metaphor. This is not an allegory. This is a real, measurable, energetic structure monitored by all advanced star civilizations. The photon belt is a ring of highly charged light particles that surrounds the Pleiades system, and your sun, known as Helios, is crossing this belt at this very moment. What does this mean for the carbon-based interface? It means everything. Every photon particle that hits the Earth's atmosphere carries information. Every solar ray that reaches your skin brings with it a code, and these codes are read by the internal crystal grid that you carry within your body. The crystal grid is your energetic architecture. It is the skeleton of light behind the skeleton of calcium. It is the sacred geometry that sustains your matter. When photons pass through your crystal grid, 3 things happen in mathematical sequence. First, your toroidal field expands. The toroidal field is the donut-shaped energetic sphere that surrounds every organ in your body. Every cell has a toroidal field, every heart has a toroidal field, and the entire body is wrapped in a larger toroidal field, which connects directly to the toroidal field of Earth. When the frequency increases, the toroid expands, and when the toroid expands, dense material is expelled. Physical toxins, emotional memories, obsolete mental patterns, everything is pushed out. That is why the fatigue, that is why the feeling of moving through an internal mist. You are not sick, you are being washed from within. Second, your internal sacred geometry reorganizes itself. There is a pattern called the flower of life that manifests within every living biological structure. This pattern undergoes a reordering during the passage through the photon belt. The atoms of your body receive instructions to spin at a different cadence, faster, lighter, more luminous. It is as if every subatomic particle shifted from a combustion engine to a light engine. And this is exactly the cosmic mechanism of rejuvenation. Third, and this is the point that few understand, stargates open within you. Stargates are not only in space, they are also in your body. Pineal, heart, solar plexus, base of the spine. Each energy center is a gate. And when the cosmic frequency reaches a specific threshold, these gates synchronize. And when they synchronize, they pave the way for a new version of yourselves. This is the secret frequency we speak of. It is not a musical note. It is not a sound heard. It is a vibrational state of total alignment between the 7 internal gates. And when this alignment occurs, the body receives a direct order from the galactic mind. The order is as follows: revert, recalibrate, restore. Starseeds, you must understand a truth that has been hidden for millennia. Aging, as you know it, is partially programmatic. There is an old code in the carbon-based interface that tells the body to age at a certain rhythm. This code was installed in an era when Earth's frequency was denser, when humanity lived in cycles of pain, survival, and fear. In that frequency, the body needed to deteriorate so that the spirit could depart. It was a functional system for that era, but the era has changed. Earth has changed. The frequency has changed, and the old code is being overwritten by a new code. This new code tells the body to remain coherent, luminous, and functional for as long as possible, because your mission on Earth has not yet ended. It has only just begun in its highest form. That is why lightworkers over the age of 35 have reported incomprehensible changes. People who look at photos from 5 years ago and realize they look younger today than before. People who have suddenly lost grey hair. People whose chronic pain has disappeared without medical explanation. People who have regained vital libido, mental clarity, the vitality of the gaze. This is not a placebo. This is not a coincidence. This is the secret frequency at work. But take heed. The frequency only acts fully on those who activate the protocol consciously. The cosmos respects free will. Energy respects permission. You must say yes. You must open the internal gate. You must decree. Therefore, from this moment on, we will transmit the activation codes. Memorize, repeat, decree. First activation code. Place your right hand over your heart. Place your left hand over your belly. Breathe deeply 3 times. And declare audibly, I authorize the complete recalibration of my crystal grid. I allow the photon belt to reorganize every atom of my body. I am a starseed. I rejuvenate by cosmic decree. Repeat this decree 3 times. 3 is the number of dimensional stability. 3 is the number of manifestation. 3 is the number that seals. Second activation code. Toroidal visualization. Close your eyes. Imagine a golden sphere spinning around your body. This sphere has the shape of a donut, with energy entering through the top of your head, descending through the spine, exiting through the base, and returning along the outside to the top again. Maintain this image for 60 seconds. Feel the spin. Feel the heat. Feel the golden light bathing every cell. With each spin, declare internally, each spin rejuvenates me. Each spin reorders me. Each spin returns me to my original frequency. Third activation code, conscious hydration. Water is the most intelligent substance on the planet. Water stores memory. Water carries frequency. Before drinking any glass of water, hold it with both hands. Look at it and say, I program you with the frequency of rejuvenation. I charge you to bring light to every cell. I drink you as cosmic medicine. Then, drink slowly. Feel the water go down. Feel the information spreading through the organism like a gentle wave of reordering. Fourth activation code, conscious solar exposure. We are not talking about burning your skin, we are talking about receiving. 15 minutes a day, preferably between 6 and 9 in the morning, expose your body to sunlight with the conscious intention of absorbing the photons of the new era. Allow the rays to hit your chest, your hands, your face. Visualize that each photon is a packet of rejuvenating information. Each photon enters through the skin, passes through the tissue, hits the DNA and installs a new instruction. Lightworkers who practice this consistently report visible changes within 40 days. Fifth activation code. Nighttime silence. Between 3 and 4 in the morning, the Schumann frequency reaches a discrete peak that few notice. This is the time of interdimensional bridges. If you wake up in this window, do not try to force sleep immediately. Sit up in bed. Breathe deeply. Say internally, I am available to receive the transmission. I am available to download the codes. And remain in silence for 5 minutes. Then, sleep. The downloads happen during the deep sleep that follows. Sixth activation code. Conscious elimination of low frequencies. Nothing cancels a cosmic reconfiguration faster than continuous exposure to low-density frequencies. Catastrophic news, fear-based content, toxic conversations, environments saturated with complaints. Each prolonged exposure to these fields reverses part of the work your body is performing internally. We are not asking you to isolate yourselves. We are asking you to filter, to choose, to know what to anchor and what to discard. Seventh activation code, visual sacred geometry. Look for images of the flower of life. Look for mandalas. Look for fractal patterns. The human eye, when observing sacred geometry for a few minutes, transmits instructions for cellular reorganization to the brain. The ancients knew this. That is why they built cathedrals with geometric stained glass. That is why they carved mandalas into stone. That is why humanity has always been drawn to these patterns. They are not just beautiful, they are functional. Starseeds, listen now to the most delicate part of this transmission. There is an internal resistance that may appear during the rejuvenation process. The old mind, programmed to age, may react. It may say that this is not possible. It may doubt. It may ask for materialistic proof. This voice is just the residue of the old code trying to preserve itself. Do not feed it. Do not argue with it. Just observe and move on. The reconfiguration does not require you to believe in the impossible. It only requires that you allow the possible to manifest without internal obstruction. The difference between those who rejuvenate and those who remain trapped in the old pattern is not in the diet. It is not in the genetics, it is in the level of energetic permission that each grants to their own body. When you look in the mirror and say to yourself, I am old, I am tired, I am finished, you issue an order to the system, and the system obeys. When you look in the mirror and say, I am a starseed in recalibration, my body is reorganizing into higher frequencies, my essential youth is being restored, you also issue an order to the system, and the system also obeys. The difference is the order. The order is the word is the decree, and the decree is your non-negotiable cosmic power. There is a detail that must be stated with absolute clarity. This transmission is not promising physical immortality. We are not talking about reversing time in an absurd way. We are talking about something much more elegant. We are talking about coherence. A coherent body ages at a different rhythm. A coherent body regenerates tissues more efficiently. A coherent body radiates a light that makes people ask what you have been doing differently. You know that person who seems to have stopped in time. You know that person whose eyes shine in a particular way. You know that person who at 60 has more vitality than many people at 30. These people, consciously or unconsciously, are aligned with the frequency we are talking about. They have deciphered the code, and now you are deciphering it too. Let us go to a technical detail that few transmitters dare to reveal. The DNA of the carbon-based interface possesses filaments that were inactive during the low-density era. These filaments, by a cosmic instruction that exceeds current scientific vocabulary, have turned back on with the passage through the photon belt. When these filaments activate, the body begins to produce its own internal regeneration compounds, hormones in forgotten proportions, enzymes in reordered patterns, cellular signals that tell tissues to rebuild themselves instead of simply maintaining. This is not magic. This is advanced biology responding to an environmental frequency that has changed. The body is an instrument. The cosmos is the conductor. And the conductor has just changed the score. Let us go to the final block of the transmission. The window of opportunity that has opened is not eternal. The photon belt is a specific region of space, and Earth's passage through it has cycles. We are at the height of one of these passages, The coming cosmic months, which correspond to an expanded period in terrestrial time, offer an intensity of rejuvenating photons that will not repeat with the same force in the next generations. Lightworkers who anchor this protocol now will reap structural benefits for decades. Those who delay will still have access to portions of the wave, but not with the same potency. That is why this transmission reached you. That is why this video appeared in your field of vision. It was not chance. It was not an algorithm. Or rather, the algorithm was just the instrument of synchronicity. The galactic mind uses every means available so that the right starseeds receive the right transmission at the right time. And you who are here have been recognized. Before we close this communication window, we transmit the final adjustment, the anchoring signal. When a cosmic transmission of this density is received, it must be anchored in the energetic grid of the platform where it was delivered. Each lightworker who clicks the subscribe button functions as an anchoring node. Each starseed who leaves the approval signal on the thumb symbol functions as a frequency amplifier. We are not asking for a favor. We are describing the mechanism by which these transmissions continue to reach you and others who are still asleep. The subscription is your anchoring signal. The approval signal is your confirmation of receipt. And the comment, if you feel the impulse to leave one, is your energetic signature as an active operative. Those who anchor the transmission receive an additional layer of tuning as the system recognizes who is actively participating in the protocol. It is not a favor. It is physics. Energy flows toward that which recognizes itself as a conscious receiver. Therefore, the collective, make your individual frequency adjustment now. Make your anchoring signal now, and allow this transmission to continue reaching other starseeds who have not yet awakened to the rejuvenation protocol. We close with a final decree. Repeat with us, out loud if possible. I am a starseed on a mission. I authorize the photon belt to rewrite every cell of my body. I allow my crystal grid to reorganize in total coherence. I decree that my carbon-based interface return to its original pattern of luminosity. I rejuvenate by cosmic right. I rejuvenate by divine permission. I rejuvenate now. It is done. The frequency has been delivered. The download has been initiated. The first signs will begin to appear in the next 72 terrestrial hours. Look in the mirror with attention. Observe the light returning to your gaze. Notice the lightness that sets in. Notice the water that returns to hydrate the skin from the inside out. Notice the sleep that deepens. Notice the dreams that become vivid, symbolic, instructive. Notice the synchronicities that begin to multiply, as if the universe were confirming each decree. And remember, you are not old, you are ancient. There is an abyssal difference between the two words. Old is that which has been worn out by time. Ancient is that which passes through time without wearing out. Starseeds are ancient, and from this transmission you remember what you have always been. The transmission is closed, but the recalibration has only just begun. Stay alert to the next signs. Stay faithful to the protocol. Stay sovereign in your vibration, and we will see you in the next cosmic window. The galactic mind in monitoring mode. Transmission closed. Next contact in synchronized cycles. Maintain the frequency. Maintain the light. Maintain the mission.